Hello dear students, this is Milind Patwardhan, your course instructor for mathematical physics. Welcome to 4Pi Academy. In the second lecture on mathematical physics, we are going to cover the remaining topics from the differential equations of first order and first degree, that is equation reducible to linear form, exact differential equation, and some solved problems from the previous year question papers. So let us start with the topic, that is equations reducible to the linear form, that is also known as Bernoulli equation. Now if the differential equation is of the form that is dy by dx plus py is equal to q into y raised to power n, where this capital P and Q, they are the constants or they may be the functions of x. Now the above equation can be solved by first reducing it to the linear form, and then we apply all the working rules to solve the linear equation, and the rest of the process is simple. So just we have to bring this equation which is we have to reduce this equation to the linear form. That is only the concept, and then by applying the function by applying the working principle to solve the linear equations, linear differential equations, we can solve them very easily. Now how to convert them or how to reduce them to the linear form? So now let us divide this whole equation, which is a differential equation, by a factor which is, say, y raised to power n. So dividing this equation 1 by y raised to power n, we get an equation of the type that is 1 upon, here it will become 1 upon y raised to power n dy by dx plus p into y upon y raised to power n into is equal to q. This y raised to power n gets cancelled. So this will be equal to 1 upon y raised to power n dy by dx plus p. If I take this y in the denominator, then it will become 1 upon y raised to power n minus 1 is equal to q. Now let us make one more substitution, that let this factor which is 1 upon y raised to power n minus 1, let us substitute this 1 upon y raised to power n minus 1 is equal to z as another variable, suppose. So if you differentiate this factor, if you differentiate this 1 upon y raised to power n minus 1 with respect to x and this z with respect to x, then you will get 1 minus n upon y raised to power n dy by dx, and it is equal to dz by dx. So we write this equation in the form of dy by dx. So we get dy by dx is equal to, if I transfer this factor on the right hand side, then it will become y raised to power n upon 1 minus n into dz by dx. So now we can use this value of dy by dx as y raised to power n upon 1 minus n into dz by dx over here. So by substituting this value of dy by dx over here, we get 1 upon y raised to power n, 1 upon y raised to power n multiplied by this dy by dx, which is y raised to power n upon 1 minus n into dz by dx plus p. Here we have to make the substitution as 1 upon y raised to power n minus 1 as z, so it will be pz, and that is equal to q. So this y raised to power n gets cancelled off, and hence we get 1 upon 1 minus n into dz by dx plus pz is equal to q. So we rewrite this equation by multiplying this whole equation by a factor which is 1 minus n. So here 1 minus n gets cancelled from here, so we remain with dz by dx plus so multiplying this by 1 minus n, it becomes 1 minus n into pz, and that is equal to 1 minus n into q. Now if you look at this equation, then this equation is of the form which is dz by dx plus pz, and this is equal to q. So now we have reduced this equation, by making a substitution in the form of a linear equation of this type. So this is the linear equation and therefore now we can apply the rules, that is working rules, to solve this linear differential equation. So the first step is you have to convert the given equation to the standard form of linear differential equation, that is dz by dx plus pz is equal to q. And then the next step is you have to find the integrating factor. You know that we already defined what is mean by integrating factor. It is e raised to power integration of p dx. Then you have to find the solution. So the form of the solution, you have to also remember this form of the solution for the differential equation. It is z multiplied by integrating factor if it is in the form of z. If it is in the form of y, then it is y into integrating factor. So it is here, since we have reduced the equation in another variable, that is z, so it will be z into if, and that is equal to integration of q multiplied by if, where if is the integrating factor, dx plus c. So you have to remember this form in order to solve the linear differential equations. So here we get the solution. So zif is equal to integration of qif dx plus c, where c is any arbitrary constant. Now let us take one example, two examples, and from these two examples you will have a clear idea about how to reduce the equation in the form of a linear differential equation and how to solve it. So let us look at one problem. Say solve this x dy by dx plus y log of y is equal to xy into e raised to power x. So you have to solve this differential equation. So is it in the form of a linear differential equation? The answer is no. So what to do? Now you have to convert it in the form of a linear differential equation. So it means that you have to reduce this in the form of linear differential equation. So let us divide this whole equation by a factor, say xy. So this is the factor which we want to eliminate from here. So let us divide this whole equation by a factor which is xy. So here we get 1 upon y into dy by dx plus, because here this x gets cancelled from here and we remain with y in the denominator, so it is 1 by y dy by dx plus for this term it will be y upon xy, so y gets cancelled, so it will be 1 upon x into log of y, and that is equal to e raised to power x. Now we put this factor, that is this term, that is log of y. Let us make a substitution that this log of y is equal to another variable, say z. So we make this substitution. Now let us differentiate this log of y is equal to z with respect to x, and therefore differentiation of this log of y will be equal to 1 upon y into dy by dx, and this is equal to dz by dx. So henceforth we can use this dz by dx for the 1 by y dy by dx. So now we can substitute here 1 upon y dy by dx as dz by dx. So this equation becomes dz by dx plus this log of y, we have already substituted it as z divided by x, and that is equal to e raised to power x. So this equation is now reduced to the form of a linear differential equation, which is dz by dx plus pz is equal to q and therefore here my p will be equal to, the value of p in such differential equation is 1 by x, and q in the differential equation is e raised to power x. It is equal to e raised to power x. So now the first step is you have to first convert it into the reducible form, which we have done. Then the next step is you have to find out the integrating factor. So integrating factor is equal to e raised to power integration of p dx. So here our p is 1 by x. So that will be e raised to power integration of 1 by x dx, and you know its integration, that is integration of 1 by x dx is equal to log of x, and e raised to power log of x is nothing but x. So we have done the second step. So this is my first step. then we have performed the second step, that is we have calculated the integrating factor, and then the third step. So the third step is you have to remember the form of the solution. So form of the solution is z multiplied by integrating function, which is x, and that is equal to integration of this q, which is e raised to power x, this is my q, multiplied by again the integrating function, which is x dx plus c. Now here I have changed the order. I have taken this x first and then e raised to power x as the second function, because we have to solve this integration by parts, and in order to solve the integration by parts we have to apply the rule, which is LIATE. So you have to simply remember this as LIATE, where L stands for logarithmic, I stands for inverse, A stands for arithmetic, T stands for trigonometry, and E stands for exponential. So since our x is the arithmetic function, so it comes first, and exponential is the second function. It comes later than that of the algebraic one. So here this e raised to power x is my second function. So this x is the first function and e raised to power x is the second function, and therefore this zx will be equal to first function into integration of second, which is again e raised to power x, minus derivative of first, which is derivative of x with respect to x is 1, into integration of second, which is again e raised to power x. So this plus c. So now again we put back here the value of z as log of y, because this log of y is equal to z, and therefore the final solution will be x log of y, and it is equal to x into e raised to power x minus e raised to power x plus c. So this is our final answer. So this is a very simple problem. Now let us take one more problem. Solve dy by dx minus tan of y upon 1 plus x, and this is equal to 1 plus x into e raised to power x sec of y. So now we want to eliminate this factor, and therefore let us divide this, because this is again it is not in the form of a linear differential equation. So you have to reduce this as a first step. You have to reduce this in the form of a linear differential equation. So in order to do that, let us divide this whole equation by a factor which is sec of y. So if I divide this equation by sec of y, then 1 upon sec y is nothing but cos y. So that will become cos y into dy by dx minus this tan y can be written as sin y upon cos y. So cos y from the denominator and cos y from the numerator can be cancelled out, and therefore we remain with sin y. So it will be sin y divided by 1 plus x, and that is equal to 1 plus x into e raised to power x, and this divided by sec y, so it gets cancelled out. Now let us substitute here this sin y is equal to another variable as suppose z. So if I substitute this sin y as another variable z, then let us differentiate this with respect to x. So differentiating this with respect to x, we get cos y dy by dx, and this is equal to dz by dx. So now we can use this cos y into dy by dx as dz by dx. So this equation becomes dz by dx minus this sin y is equal to z divided by 1 plus x, and this is equal to 1 plus x into e raised to power x. So this is our first step, that is we have reduced the differential equation in the form of a linear differential equation, which is dz by dx minus pz, and this is equal to q. So now my p for this case is minus 1 upon 1 plus x minus 1 upon 1 plus x, and this q will be equal to 1 plus x into e raised to power x. So this is my q. So first step is over. So my first step is over. Now the second step is you have to find out the integrating function. So the integrating function, by definition, it is e raised to power minus integration of p dx. So here let us substitute the value of p. So that will be e raised to power integration minus integration of 1 upon 1 plus x dx, and that will be equal to e raised to power minus log of 1 plus x, which is equal to e raised to power log of 1 upon 1 plus x, and e raised to power log, that will be equal to 1 upon 1 plus x. So now we have the integrating function or integrating factor as 1 plus x. So now the solution is z multiplied by integrating function factor, that is 1 upon 1 plus x, and this is equal to integration of q into x. So q is 1 plus x into e raised to power x, and this should be multiplied by integrating factor, which is 1 upon 1 plus x dx. So this 1 plus x gets cancelled out, and we remain with only e raised to power x dx. So this is e raised to power x dx plus c. So that will be, again we substitute this z as sin y. So this will be sin y divided by 1 plus x, and it should be equal to integration of this e raised to power x is again e raised to power x plus c. So this is the solution. Then we will take one problem from CSIR Net, June 2017. So the problem statement was the function y of x satisfies the differential equation, which is x into dy by dx plus 2y is equal to cos pi x upon x. If y of 1 is equal to 1, then you have to find out the value of y of 2 is, and you have given the options. So first look at the equation. This is the differential equation, but it is not in the form of a linear differential equation, so you have to convert this in the form of a linear differential equation. And then you have asked that if y of 1 is equal to 1, it means that this y is a function of x. So when this x is equal to 1, when this x is equal to 1, the value of y is also equal to 1. If x is equal to, if I substitute the value as x is equal to 1, then you will get the value of y as also 1. But if I substitute here the value of x as 2, then you have to find out what is the value of y. Okay, so let us begin with the solution. Now first our role is you have to convert this in the you have to reduce this equation in the form of a linear differential equation. So let us divide this whole equation by a factor, say x. So if I divide this whole equation by a factor, that is x, then I will get the equation as dy by dx plus 2 times y divided by x, and this is equal to pi x upon x square. Now here we put this factor, that is y, here we put this factor y by another variable as z. So let us make a substitution that this y is equal to z. So differentiating this, we get dy by dx is equal to dz by dx. So now we can use dz by dx instead of dy by dx, and we can use z instead of y. So now our equation becomes, since dy by dx is equal to dz by dx, so this will be dz by dx, which is equal to 2 divided by x multiplied by this y, where y is equal to z, and this should be equal to cos of pi x divided by x square. Now this equation is a differential equation, and it is in the form of a linear differential equation. So it is in the form of dz by dx plus pz is equal to q. So here my p is equal to 2 by x. So this is my 2 by x is my p. So now and this q is nothing but this, that is cos pi x upon x square. So the first step is over. The second step is you have to find the integrating factor. So this integrating factor will be equal to e raised to power integration of p dx. So integration of this p which is 2 by x dx, and this should be, this integration is simple. Its value is x square. Now you remember the form of the solution. So here it will be z multiplied by integrating factor, that is x square, because this x square is our integrating factor. So it is z multiplied by x square, and this should be equal to integration of integrating factor, which is x square multiplied by q. So that is cos pi x upon x square dx plus c. So we get z into x square is equal to this x square gets cancelled off, and therefore we get this as integration of cos pi x dx plus c. Now this is very simple integration. So integration of this cos pi x is sin pi x divided by pi plus c. So we get z into x square. Z into x square is equal to sin pi x upon pi plus c. So if I divide this whole equation by x square, then we get this z as z is equal to sin pi x upon pi into x square plus c upon x square. Now since this y is equal to z, so again let us substitute this substitute back this value. Instead of z, we put here back the value as y. So we get y is equal to sin pi x upon pi x square plus c upon x square. Now we have given the condition in our problem that if y of 1 is equal to 1, it means that when we substitute x is equal to 1, we get the value of y as 1. So let us substitute this condition. So this value y will become equal to 1 if I substitute here x as 1. So if I substitute here x is equal to 1, then this will be sine of pi, and you know that value of sine pi is 0. So this term will become equal to 0 plus c upon x square, where x is 1. So here this will be c upon 1, and this is equal to 1. It implies that the value of this constant c is equal to 1. So now let us write the solution again. So we get now the final solution as y is equal to sin pi x upon pi into x square plus 1 upon x square, because this value of c is 1. Now we have been asked in our problem that you have to find out the value of y of 2. It means that you have to find out the value of y when the value of x you substitute as 2. So if you substitute x is equal to 2 in this equation, you will get here sine of 2 pi, but you know that sine 2 pi is 0, because sine of pi or m, sine of, in general sine of m pi is 0, because sine pi is 0, sine 2 pi is 0, sine 3 pi is 0, and so on. So here if you substitute x is equal to 2, then it will be sine 2 pi, and that is equal to 0. So 0 plus 1 upon x, here you are going to substitute x as 2. So that will be 2 square, that is 4, and hence the answer is 1 by 4. So the correct answer is D, that is 1 by 4. So this is a very simple problem which is asked in CSIR NET June 2017. Then here you can pause your video, and I have given you one problem as an exercise to solve the differential equation. So here I have given the problem, and here I have given the answer for the solution. So let us try to solve this differential equation. First reduce it in the form of a linear differential equation, and then apply the laws, that is working principle, to solve the linear differential equation. So you can pause the video over here. You can review the steps which are involved in the solution. You can see the examples, 3 examples we have seen how to solve this equation in the form of how to reduce this equations reducible to the linear form. So you can revise, and let us try this problem on your own. I am sure that you are going to get the proper answer. Then next topic is exact differential equation. So An exact differential equation is formed by directly differentiating its primitive solution without any other processes. Or in simple words, you can say that if the differential equation is in the form as m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, then it is said to be an exact differential equation if it satisfies the following condition, that is del m by del y is equal to del n by del x, where this del m by del y, it denotes the differential coefficient of m with respect to y keeping x constant, and this del n by del x is the differential coefficient of n with respect to x keeping y constant. So this del n by del x is the differential coefficient of n with respect to x keeping y constant, and if it satisfies this condition, then only we can say that this is a exact differential equation. Now what is the method for solving the exact differential equation? Again, there are three simple steps. This is a very simple type of topic, and very simple problems are asked on this topic. So the step 1 is integrate m with respect to x keeping y constant. This is the first step. Then the second step is integrate with respect to y only those terms of n which do not contain x, and then you have to simply add the results of 2, and that is equal to some constant. So the result of first step plus result of second step, and this is equal to constant. This is the simple method of solving the exact differential equation. We'll take one problem, and then you will have a clear understanding of what how to solve this exact differential equation. So let us take one problem. Say 5x raised to 4 plus 3x square y square minus 2xy cube dx plus 2x cube y minus 3x square y square minus 5y raised to 4 dy is equal to 0. So this factor here, this 5x raised to 4 plus 3x square y square minus 2xy cube dx, this is nothing but our capital M. So this factor is nothing but capital M, and this factor is nothing but our capital N. So that my equation is of the form which is m dx, m into dx plus n into dy, and that is equal to 0. So first we'll test whether it is an exact differential equation or not, and for that what you have to do, you have to take the differential coefficient of m with respect to y by keeping x constant. So by keeping x constant, if we differentiate this m with respect to y keeping x constant, so for this term the derivative will be 0, that is 5x raised to 4. For this the derivative with respect to y is 0, and here this term, that is 3x square, is constant. So 3x square and derivative of this y square term, that will be equal to 2y. So that 2 into 3, that is 6x square y minus here again you have to keep this 2x as constant, so it will be minus 2x into derivative of this term which is 3y square. So this 3 into 2, that is 6x into y square. So this is my del m by del y. Then let us differentiate this n with respect to x keeping y constant. So here there are no terms of x in this 5y raised to power 4, and therefore derivative of this with respect to x is 0. Now here this 2x, this 2y, it remains constant, and the derivative of this x cube will be 3x square. So that 3 into 2, that is 6x square y minus here again we keep this y, the terms of y as constant, so this y square is constant, and the derivative of this x with respect to x, that will be equal to 6x into y square. So this will be 6x into y square. So now if you look at these two terms, so that del m by del y is equal to 6x square y minus 6xy square, and del n by del x is also equal to 6x square y minus 6xy square. So both of them, they are equal. So since del m by del y is equal to del n by del x, so the given equation is a exact differential equation. So now the solution is integration of m dx plus integration of terms of n not containing the x over dy, and this should be equal to c. So this is very simple, and therefore it is equal to integration of m. So this m is 5x raised to 4 plus 3x square y square minus 2xy cube dx plus integration of, now here you have to take only those terms of n which are not containing the x. So here this term should not be there because it contains x, this term should not be there because it contains x, so only this term we have to take, which is minus 5 y raised to power 4. So this will be minus 5 y raised to power 4 dy, and it should be equal to c. So integration is simple here. Integration of this x raised to power 4 will be x raised to power 5 by 5. So this 5 gets cancelled, we remain with x raised to power 5 plus here we are integrating it with respect to x, so it will be 3 times y square is constant, we have to keep y as constant, so here it will be 3y square, and integration of this x square is x raised to power 3 by 3, so the 3 gets cancelled, so we get here x cube into y square, then minus here again 2 into y cube is constant, we have to integrate this x, so that will be x square by 2. So again 2 gets cancelled, so it will be x square y cube minus here the integration will be minus 5 times y raised to power 5 by 5. So 5 gets cancelled, so it will be y raised to power 5, and it is equal to c. So this is the answer. Let us take one more problem. So solve 1 plus log of xy dx plus 1 plus x upon y dy is equal to 0. So if you look at this problem, it looks out to be a complicated problem, but it is a very simple problem. And if you look at the form of this equation, then it is in the form of a exact differential equation, that is m dx plus n dy equal to 0. So this is our form of exact differential equation. So this m will be 1 plus log of xy. So this is my m. So my m is 1 plus log of xy, which I can also write as log of x plus log of y. So my value of m is 1 plus log of x plus log of y, and the value of this n is 1 plus x upon y. So this n is equal to 1 plus x by y. Now let us test whether they are exact, whether this is an exact differential equation. So let del m by del y, so let us find del m by del y. So this del m by del y will be equal to the derivative of this one is 0. Then here the derivative of log of x is also 0 because we are differentiating it with respect to y. So derivative of log of y with respect to y, that will be equal to 1 by y. So this is my del m by del y. Now let us differentiate this n with respect to del x. So we get del n by del x, and this is equal to, if I differentiate this with respect to x, then the derivative of this 1, that is constant, is 0 plus derivative of this x is 1, so we get it as 1 by y. So del n by del x is 1 by y, so del m by del y is equal to del n by del x, and hence the given differential equation is exact. Now the solution is integration of m dx by keeping y constant plus integration of n, which n with the terms which are not containing the x over dy, and this should be equal to c. So that will be equal to integration of 1 plus, here let us substitute value of m. M is 1 plus log x plus log y, so it is 1 plus log x plus log y dx plus integration of dy, and this should be equal to c, because here the terms we have to take this we have to integrate this keeping only those terms which are not containing the x. So here we remain only with dy, and it should be equal to c. So here the integration of this one with respect to dx is equal to x. integration of this 1 with respect to dx is x, plus integration of this log x dx plus integration of this log y dx plus integration of this dy is y, and it is equal to c. Now how to solve this integration of, why I have taken this problem, because here there is a term which is integration of log of x dx. Here the value of this integration, that is integration of log of x dx, you have to try on your own. I have given here, you can pause the video and you can see the solution for the integration of log of x dx, how to find the integration, and you have to explore this integration. You can use this, because you can use this integration henceforth as a standard integration as x log x log x minus x, because this type of integration you are going to require while you solve the problems on statistical physics also. So there is a term which encounters as integration of log of x, and it comes out to be x into x log x minus x, which is equal to, by taking x common in bracket, we can write it for log x minus 1. So here I am going to use this integration of log of x as a standard integral, and I know its value as x log x minus x or x into log x minus 1. So I am going to use this value directly. You have to explore yourself. I have given here the solution, you have to explore it. So now the solution becomes x plus log of x, log x dx. So here it will be x plus x log x minus x plus the integration of this log of y dx. Here we have to keep this log of y as constant, so it will be integration of 1 dx, and integration of 1 dx is x, so that will be equal to x into log of y, because log y is constant, and integration of 1 dx is x, plus this y, and this should be equal to c. So now this x plus x and minus x can be cancelled out, and from this term, that is x log x plus x log y, I can take x as common, so in bracket I can write for log x plus log y plus y is equal to c, or I can write this as x into log of xy plus y is equal to c. So this is the answer. Now here you can pause this video, and I have given you one problem to try at your own as an exercise. So you are given the following differential equation, which is x plus y minus 10 dx plus x minus y minus 2 dy is equal to 0. So it is in the form of m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. So you have to test this whether it is an exact differential equation, and by revising the steps of solving the exact differential equation, try to find out the answer for this question. And I have also provided you the answer for this question, and try to see whether your answer matches with it. Okay, so thank you. Just we will have a quick recap of what we have seen in this lecture. So in this lecture we have seen the equations reducible to the linear form, how to reduce it in the linear form, and then how to apply the working rule to solve the differential equation of linear form. Then we have seen two problems on it, and one problem which is asked on this concept in CSIR Net June 2017. Then I have given you one problem as an exercise. Then we have seen exact differential equation, how to solve the exact differential equation, and we have taken two problems on this concept, and one problem for exercise. Okay. Thank you.